Hi guys, welcome back. So as you can see, we're not in the office today, we are out and about. So we're actually at Wheel Pros Europe up in Braintree in Essex. We've got the Golf R here and we've also got the Huracan over there. And we're just going to check out Wheel Pros Europe, like distributors of quite a few different like wheel brands, sort of like Rotorform, Motegi Racing, you might know some of those. So yeah, we're just going to have a walk around, and Jay's 964 is here as well because he runs Wheel Pros Europe, so we're going to check that out, show you guys around that, and then hopefully find him as well. So let's go through and show you. So obviously you've got Golf R over there, got the Supercharged Huracan. Going to be doing a video on this later on, like next couple of months or so, obviously highlighting this. So LP 610-4, and then it's got the VF Engineering Supercharger kit, so it's running 800 horsepower. Standard these cars 610 PS, which is about 598 brake horsepower, so that's another 200 horsepower over the standard figures. And then so that's obviously the Huracan, and then you've got the Wheel Pros Europe warehouse in here, and we've got Jay's 964, which obviously we did a throttle body conversion on from 80 power, and then you've got like Longman Racing engine management, wave track diff, and obviously we were saying in the video that he's sending it away to have it painted as well, because quite a few people were commenting about like the sunroof and stuff like that. Jay was always going to send it away, be sort of like refinished, and then this is like the finished project basically. It's got some different wheels on there, and you can definitely see that he's used the exhaust system quite a bit as well, because obviously titanium's changed into a different color now as well, or the Inconel rather. And then behind us we've got Jay's 190E as well, which in the future he's talking about doing like some throttle bodies and things like that, so potentially we'll see that down at our place to do something special with that, like we did with the 964 as well. So yeah, we're just going to find Jay, see where he is, and get him to give us a tour around this building.
So when February of last year, when we took the place on, none of this was all open plan, downstairs didn't exist. So, two sales guys, admin, marketing, and then basically how to stop you doing any real work. So yeah, I bought that.
Productivity just ended.
Yeah, essentially it's just become like this complete, like who can do the best. We're all on Indy at Brands Hatch, and we're just like.
What are you in?
I'm doing it in the 86 because there's an 86 in there, but they're all picking like Judd V8 190s.
Bit unfair.
Yeah.
Has anyone got under 1 minute yet?
Yeah, I've done 58 in the 86. But it's cold.
Yeah, we need to get one from Regal, 100%.
They are really, I didn't realise how good they were.
Yeah.
Like when you buy the whole Fanatec stuff, it is.
All the feedback through the steering wheel.
Yeah, it is like, and it does feel like on that circuit I know really well, and I know where I understeer.
Yeah.
And you drive the car, and you're like, this is understeer.
It's cool to practice on one of those sims before you go to a track day, and then like get up to speed, rather than just being like, oh my god, this is all brand new to me again.
Exactly. And this is my office.
Casting couch.
Yeah. Exactly. It's cool. No, it's basically just full of all of the stuff I'm not allowed to have indoors. So it's like perfect.
Sick.
So yeah, this one at the moment feeds the UK and Europe.
Yeah.
But we just in the process. I was in Belgium 2 weeks ago. Looking at a new warehouse. We're just doing the deal to sign that, so we're opening a new one in Antwerp, obviously because of Brexit.
Yeah.
So then there'll be this one and that one. This will just feed all of the UK.
So you've got Rotorform. What other brands have you got?
There's
tons, right?
Yeah. So there are literally, the whole thing is like 30 odd brands, but we only really keep a few of them, because there's no reason for us to have 6 or 7 truck brands. So we've got like Rotorform, Fuel, KMC, XD, Kinesis as I mentioned, Niche. We do American Racing here and US Mags, but we own like Foost, Dub, Hilo, Motegi Racing, which is one of the ones we do here. And then
so basically any of those brands.
Yeah, I mean basically anyone who looks up Wheel Pros will see the 30 or so brands, and we can get any of them in, and we can get stuff from the States in 24 hours if we really want it. But most of the brands that we stock, we've got in here. And then obviously at the start of the year, we bought TSW, which was TSW, all their little sub-brands like Victor, Red Bull, and Black Rhino, which was obviously, it's a big sort of 5x120 brand. So we got that, and all that stock should be here within the next 3 months. So,
Need a bigger warehouse soon then.
Well, this kind of worked by opening one in Antwerp, but that will now be big enough for everyone.
Relieves it a little bit.
Yeah.
I like all the artwork on the wall as well.
Hello.
It's a surprise.
We'll just, you do one tour and I'll do the other tour.
Oh right, yeah, sorry.
This is the movie tour.
It's the most important one. So these are all the guys that we sponsor. So that's like Brian Turk, Bryce Menzies.
I remember this when the guys at Road Form were posting about this.
So we're now technical partners with Ferrari. So all of the Ferrari race, like the Challenge Cup or all that stuff.
They've got like the Motegi wheels on there, haven't they?
So they're Rotorform wheels now.
Okay, yeah.
And the Daytona prototypes run a lot of our stuff. Or track stuff like Facebook. The all important
Brake room.
brake brand that no one uses.
Funny how the sim isn't in the brake room.
Yeah.
It's in the office.
Yeah. If the sim was in the brake room, there'd be even at least from my office I can hear the sim.
Yeah.
So if it's running when it shouldn't be, I'm like, what's going on, boys? And then conference room.
And these wheels are some of the wheels that you guys
Yeah, so
use
this is
yourself.
all the stuff. A lot of this is all forged stuff. But most of the brands are in here. You've got Fuel, which is probably our biggest truck brand.
Yeah.
Might take you down the bottom.
I think Ryan ran a similar wheel to this in his Cayman, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you've got the Rotorform forged. These are all, believe it or not, off the shelf cast fuel wheels. Wow. Even in that finish, which is just ridiculous.
It's nuts, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously the off-road stuff is probably like the biggest market in the US, I guess.
Yeah, it's by far and away the biggest market. At the moment, that's our biggest market.
Well, even in the UK?
Even in the UK.
It's wild.
Yeah, you wouldn't, like I didn't think it would be, but as time, I mean obviously Rotorform's probably the biggest brand in Europe and the UK, but it's obviously it's an enthusiast brand, isn't it?
Yeah.
With no shows, with
So,
lockdown.
What are these guys doing? Are they like, is it like show stuff, like green laning?
The
like,
truck stuff. It's mainly stuff like the trucks we've got outside, like Rangers, Mitsubishi, stuff like that. And now that obviously they're all tax write-offs, everyone's buying them for their company. You've got all of these companies like The Range that run our wheels. So they're the type of guys that are buying it, and then you've got the kind of real guys who go deep, like Off-Road Armoury and Race Team that we sponsor with KMC, that do like Ultra 4 and King of the Hammers. But Fuel is kind of more of a like luxury kind of show-off brand. And then you've got XD as well, which is another one of the brands that we do, which is that one.
Still there,
Yeah. And then that's American Racing down the bottom. I think that's all Rotorform over there. And that's mainly, there's another American Racing there. It's mainly all Rotorform forged and stuff.
So many different finishes. I quite like the red finish down there.
Yeah, that's just a cast wheel. That's not a forged, that's just a cast wheel that's been... Jason will probably hate me for saying it, but I think it's candy matte. Oh, and then lacquered.
Yeah.
It's probably wrong. I get most of the finishes wrong.
Jason will be in the comments.
Jason will just be like, shut up, you really don't know what I'm talking about. And then, this is just over 22,000 square feet. To put that into perspective, this is the smallest warehouse that Wheel Pros own. They've just opened a new one in Dallas. It's 350,000 square feet. They've got a couple that are over 250,000, and they've got, I think it's 33 or something like that. We've got two in Canada, 2 in Australia. This one, and obviously the one coming in Belgium. So, you know, most people come in here and are like, wow, but this is relatively small in the grand scheme.
I guess the UK.
We brought all the big wheel guys in, and they were all like, Jesus Christ. It's a lot of wheels, but there's a lot of custom out there.
Yeah.
So we got all of these pickers, are all the wire-driven pickers. So you literally drive them around to the bay you want to go in.
Yeah.
Press the button, and then it remote takes you down the aisle. So if you can't deviate, so you don't see them on YouTube videos.
Yeah, things like tilting and stuff.
So you pick up these wires, and that's why you can go so high and so tight.
Okay.
Because I always thought, I never want to be that dude who sees his whole warehouse just go like that.
Yeah, I guess obviously if you can have it tight, then obviously you can stack more, you can have more shelves and stuff like that. Especially in a country like this where like space is a premium.
Yeah. Because there's not many, it was only when I got really into this that I realised how few there was in this side.
We have to go like really far away from civilization.
Like the world's most expensive pickles, that's like 3 GT3s sitting there.
Should we park them outside then?
Yeah. They're actually the most expensive vehicles I've ever bought. All road full cast range at the moment.
Yeah. So how often do you get like shipments in?
Every week.
Everyone's like constantly turning over.
Next week we've got 2. Last week we had 2. So it's, never ending. Constant. And then down the end. So these are Motavis.
Yeah. That's quite cool.
Yeah. So that used to be only available in a 17. But we respect it now in a 15 by 8 4x100. So for old school Civics, X5s. And it's in that colour and that bronze.
Yeah.
And then some more Motavis. That's the Victor stuff, which is Porsche only. So that's for Cayenne. And then the Red Bull stuff, which is all Land Rover, Rainbow.
Yeah.
Which is just outrageous.
Huge size. It's all like 23, 24.
24 by 10.
What? So this is yours, this is yours.
So that's mine, that's mine, that's mine, and then that far one's car. Unfortunately, it falls to me to look after it because he lives in America.
Yeah. So what have you done today?
So this has not had it's basically had the whole underside done. So it's brand new everything, arms, bushes, the whole lot. Everything's been powder coated, exhaust, and now it needs an engine basically. And the long-term plan is bodies and management.
Throttle bodies and stuff.
Just throttle body everything.
Like the exhaust that you done on the back as well.
When I first took it there, I wasn't going to do it, but then I just thought, like, it's a proper DTM
It needs
car.
to be a DTM.
You've just got to do it.
100%.
And yeah, I knew it had upset the purists, but I just thought, I don't really care.
do what you want.
Yeah. But I love this. This and that were always like bucket list cars for me. And believe it or not, so was one of those.
Yeah.
I just love it.
That's a lot of fun. When I drove Ryan's, even though Ryan's is like, it's barely held itself together, it was so much fun. Like, cars like that are insane.
When he drove that, I think it was at SNED. Yeah, it was at SNED. Fuck, it's like a really light E30.
Yeah.
Like a Mark II Escort. That's what, to me, that's what they remind me of.
Yeah.
When I was younger, they were Mark II Escorts. And yeah, he's obviously got quite a
Yeah.
And then that's just the various fuel stuff. Like these are ATV vehicles, stuff that we don't see. But if you want someone to really notice you,
Go for that, yeah.
Go for that.
It looks like haphazard.
honestly, it's pretty sharp.
Reminds me of like oxygen wheels back in the day. I'm guessing a few of these are probably through transport as well.
Yeah, so the biggest thing for us has been what we did is the perfect design. So that's a wheel that's a relatively new design, but we have spec'd that and a couple of others purely in transport, I think. Because transporters are now, a lot of the guys are going from Lower to Swampy, so they want a 17 by 8 that they can put a big tyre on, and yeah, we've hit that market really well with fuel. We've done about 4 different designs that's purely just for those guys.
Yeah, and they're loving it.
Yeah, and they're loving it. That's probably our biggest selling wheel at the moment.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for the tour, Jay.
No worries.
And then, yeah, for the 964, we should
go.
go enjoying.
Spent enough time around there.
Yeah, it's nice to see it now. You've got all the paint finished and different wheels on it as well.
Yeah. It's the first time, really, since I bought it, that it hasn't got anything due to be done to it. So it's like, I can just enjoy it.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping the weather breaks.
Yeah, hopefully I have like a nice long, like summer, autumn.
I want to try and get it on track at Goodwood if I have the time on the Saturday to try and get it out just to see what it's like.
That sounds nuts.
Yeah. But I'm going to do as many track days as I can. Not go crazy with it.
No, just enjoy it. Like have the experience of going out on track.
I'm going to get the front end PPF just to give me a bit of security.
Yeah.
And then I'll just keep using it. I literally. It is.
Yeah. I mean, like if you do take it out on Goodwood, it's going to sound nuts. Like the flyby. Like the flyby is probably one of the best things. Like when I was hearing the guys driving down the road that runs parallel to Regal, just like even from inside, you can just hear like the whole like cop car coming.
I'll be honest with you. If I can't take it out, I might get your dad, you, or Ryan to take it out because I just almost just want to stand on the pit,
just hear it,
and just hear you go, hear you go by. Because every year I say I'm going to go out and track it. I don't mind.
Yeah, like stuff happens. It's such a busy show for you guys.
But I would like to just be able to get it out on track, but at least, if not, just hear it go by.
Yeah. I'm sure one of us will be up for that.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely up for that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please give us a thumbs up. If you'd like to watch other videos of ours that YouTube thinks you'll like, then click up here. If you'd like to watch some other videos that we have in the same playlist, then click here. And obviously if you enjoyed the video, then we really appreciate if you gave us a subscription. And then obviously you'll be updated when other videos of ours go live, and you can do that quite easily by clicking here. Hope to see you soon.